Now that you've completed your sentences, it's time to move it from the writing page into the book. This is where your scissors will become a part of your lesson. So you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut the first sentence. Look at this nose. Here, you're going to ask the child to take these words, and we're going to work on phrasing and even looking at some of these high frequency words that are new. So I'm going to cut the word look off. Look at this nose, and then I'm going to cut this exclamation point off. So what I want the child to do is read it like this. Look at this nose, with an exclamation point at the end, and make it sound like an exclamation point. So we're practicing phrasing. We're practicing looking at isolated words that we're learning, and we're practicing how to use punctuation. Look at this nose with an exclamation point. Then you'll take your second sentence. The nose is how we can tell dogs apart. So I'll cut that out. The nose is how we... And you can make your own decisions about where you would like to divide your sentences, maybe into different phrases. So with this, I would do something like this. The nose is how we can tell dogs apart. And then I'm going to cut my period off. And so I want them to read it in phrases. The nose is how we can tell dogs apart. And then I'll put my period. Now I'm going to move it into the book. So I'm going to open to the page where we found information about the dog and how it's like a human fingerprint. And I'm going to ask the student to construct their sentence into the book. Look at this nose! Exclamation point. They'll take their glue stick and glue it down. While they're gluing, ask them to read it. Look at this nose. And you'll want them to read it as if there's an exclamation point there. Look at this nose. The nose is how we can tell